You're not. I see. Enjoy the show. Yeah.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Play fake, Darnold. Rolling out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 now from the 46. We'll give up the gut to Walker. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown!
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Freeman worried. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pull that in front for their 13-zip. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 15. First down, New York.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Starks. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Dart gonna throw again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by their rookie from Michigan. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So their 2nd drive ends just the way their 1st one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not if series are going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, son.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Cut out left. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Toss play. This is Walker. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the gun, Darnold. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. The intended target there was Torrey Horton, and that forces them to 4th and goal. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Myers' kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Offense to the line fast. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to be more interceptions.
Dart out of the shotgun. Absolutely fires this one right side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Third down now. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
10-yard loss on the play.
The Giants are set to punt. Rashid Shaheed back deep to return. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And there it is. He just safety. Cannot believe it.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. Pulled in at the 20. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. First call here coming from the shotgun. To throw, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboo. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
On first down, here's Dart. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense. And it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Dart setting in to throw here. Chased out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Here goes Dart to the air. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him.
Kate, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Now on fourth down, they're out to try for the field goal. This one from 47 yards away. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
A defensive kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Seahawks take over first down 2 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. throw. Here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that'll bring up second down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Second and 10. Darnold. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's caught at the 25. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks go up by 19.
Giants five. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. Rob flat. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. One more aggressive call on second.
Last one only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Darts back to throw. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for a New York first down. Back to throw. Here starts. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. He's going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They'll motion Slayton left. From the gun. Here's Darts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Going on first down. It starts. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. This is Cox. That's Slayton. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants jump some of the lead off before the half. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. From his own end zone, here we go. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
Now offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
We go set.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
We go set.
Third and long. They're going to throw. He put everything he had into this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
And again, it's Darnold. Lays out left side and gets it. Offense in a hurry up here.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Walker on first down. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
One final shot before the half. Oh, my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Darts out of the shotgun. Hits his running back. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Driving forward with Scatterboo. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Haven't been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate. I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing. Run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Dart now against the blitz. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one gains 7. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Finding Johnson once more. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Darts looking to throw. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
On 1st down, here's Dart. And pass is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. And we've got to regroup for second down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Dart gonna throw again. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Third down, line to gain, 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Nick Imanwari. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
First and 10, Darnold. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop it for the safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. The defense wasn't having it.
So they'll accept the miscue and take that flag. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. To throw, here's Dart. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Dart setting in the throw here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here goes Dart to the air. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from the 43. We motion the tight end over. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here starts. Pulled in by his back. Scatterboo. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He beams one, deep right side. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working near his goal line. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
From the red zone now. And the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
How many times, Kate, do you hear me talk about trust? Trust, trust, trust. There's nothing more important at the quarterback position than gaining the trust of your coaching staff. That one right there, well, that's not a deposit. That's a withdrawal of trust when you take a negative play on a run like that.
To throw, here's Darnold. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. And they pick him up again! And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Walker now from the gun. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Go, 80. We go, set. Hey, set.
Darnold looking to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So the heave knocked away from the intended target and brings up 4th down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Darts out of the shotgun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He can't hang on to the pass. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
throw out of the gun. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And an excellent opportunity by their defense, Brock. Now time to cash it in. This is first and goal. Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks put up even more points in a win. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Myers to add the PAT. Got a good play at the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game.
Giants 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Tracy on the return. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They're going to pass it here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Going on first down. It's Dobbs. Still going through the 25. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looking quickly here. Darks looking at this 3rd and long. It's on target to Johnson. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
We've set it down from the 37. Throwing now on 1st down. And the trick play doesn't pay off. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you think your defense will give you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with one.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And we know how rain can